I came from New York City to live the Maine life. I was hired to design outdoor footwear.
I live the Maine life. We're looking for college grads, so come get your check.
I came from Venezuela to live the Maine life. I opened my own restaurant.
Learn more about hundreds of Maine jobs and our tax program for college grads at liveandworkinmaine.com.
Hello, everyone.
Sorry, my fault.
Guys,
cheers.
Congratulations. Oh, so nice. I like it. Cheers.
Fireflies are burning bright. That was pretty funny.
Hugs.
Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Oates.
I'm Erin Ovalle, and this is MaineLife.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound. And I pressed and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
Hey everyone, here at our home MYRO studios in downtown Portland. And before we introduce you to this week's main business, Zachau Construction, based in Freeport, we have some sweet and soulful sounds for you.
Yeah, we have Clara Junken, like Portland's own like soulful singer-songwriter here. Take a listen.
Like my first rock album was Thriller.
Okay.
And that was mind-blowing for me. And then for some reason I went right into jazz and blues, and after that it was Hendrix, you know, and from then on it just like I delved into the classic rock genre. But that being said, I love a lot of different types of music. And I can't say what necessarily influences me. I would say all of it. I know that's kind of like lame or vague, but when I hear something and I connect to it, I try to allow that to come into me.
Yeah, I got a sweet little baby. I got a sweet, sweet boy. Takes me out in the nighttime and he shows me the right time, yeah. Honey from my fingers, blood from my hands. Gonna make you need me, meet my demands. Hey.
Tell me about your relationship with Maine. Are you a Mainer originally? And if so, like, you know, your background with the state.
Yeah, I moved here when I was 10. We lived all over the city, actually. I consider probably Munjoy Hill being like my stomping ground because I moved there when I was in high school. We moved up here and I've stayed here ever since. I mean, I've been back and forth between Boston and New Orleans. I think it just takes a certain type to survive here. And I think we all know that. And so we come together as a tribe.
Honey from my fingers, blood from my hands. Gonna make you need me, meet my demands. I lost my sweet, sweet baby. Lost my sweet, sweet man. Holding me turned to scolding me, but we did the best that we can, yeah.
Live and Work in Maine is a statewide organization that partners with Maine employers to help attract and keep people here to live and work full-time. Our partnership with MaineLife helps to tell their stories.
Hey everyone, hanging here with Jeff Zachau, the president of Zachau Construction. So Zachau Construction obviously in the name of your business that's been around since
1969.
Dad started it?
Yeah, my dad started a small residential company in 1969, and I joined him after graduating UMaine in 1989. And we're really excited to be involved with the folks at Maine Beer Company. They've been a pleasure to work with.
They have a great story. Two brothers, I think, from out of state that just landed here in Maine and have obviously are growing.
Yeah, no, I think they have a great business plan, and I think they're really good people, and I think we have a lot of similar theories of business as far as just trying to simply do the right thing.
So when I lived here in Freeport, I used to see you at the coffee shop, and I see you at Sugarloaf. So is that a big part of your Maine life, this community? And
Yeah, Sugarloaf has been a big part of our life, and I think it's been very good for our business as well. But our family, when our kids were small, we built a home up there, and we've been, I think this will be our 15th season of spending pretty much every weekend from Thanksgiving through the end of the season up there.
So we're almost here at the project. Talk a little bit about the expansion and what we can expect when we pull up.
Yeah, the expansion, we're well on our way. We're hoping to have them brewing beer, I think by towards the end of November. It's their hope to quadruple, I believe, their brewing capacity.
Hi!
Hey, Dan.
How are ya?
Good to see you.
Thanks to see you.
How are you?
Oh, good. It looks
Hey, Dan. How's it going?
See you, man.
Yeah, good to see you.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's getting there.
It's exciting.
10 years ago, would you ever think you'd be doing something
No, I was
like
homebrewing
this?
in my garage at that point. I never. Yeah, I would have thought you were crazy.
Wow.
So
Congratulations.
No, it's pretty surreal in some ways. We moved up to Freeport. We built this building in 2013. It wasn't that long ago.
Wow.
And we expected, all right, we're done. This is going to carry us till beyond how far we could think. A couple years ago, it became abundantly apparent when we were already out of space here. We need to expand. And if you're going to expand, it doesn't make sense just to do it piecemeal. You kind of have to make the commitment to go.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. That's right. That's right.
Cool. Well, let's go check out or taste, maybe?
Yeah.
The tasting
Well, you're
room.
at a brewery, right?
You're right. This is the tasting room now, and
Yes.
it's about to expand.
Yes. So we'll keep this tasting room, and we'll transform it into kind of a function room, private function room. People can rent it out, and the new indoor tasting room will move downstairs here in our existing building. We're really excited to have more space. I mean, especially in the summertime here. I mean, this place gets pretty busy.
Popular.
It's kind of busting at the seams. So it'll be nice to have a little bit more comfortable space down below, and new outdoor space too. The 3 months of good weather we have here, people can enjoy their beers outside.
Hey, absolutely. Any interior decorating from Jeff himself?
No, it's something I stay away from.
Yeah, wise move. Yeah. I stick away from it too.
An estimated date of completion? I know construction, you always...
Of the entire project?
Yeah.
Next spring.
Yeah, next spring. We would hope by Memorial Day.
Great.
By the time that the tourists start flooding into our state, we have some new tasting room to show them.
So what am I drinking here? What is
right here, this is our newest beer, Post-Ride Snack.
Perfect.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Cheers.
Congratulations.
Thanks for stopping by.
Awesome.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Hi, I'm Jim. I guess I'm just looking for the ideal partner. I love being out in the wild, taking the road less traveled. I want someone who gets along with my friends, someone I can really share my life with. I guess I'm just looking for someone I can really connect with. Hi, I'm Jim. Nice to meet you.
It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
everyone, welcome back and welcome to Luminato, the latest offering from the NewHeight group. We are here with our friend Britt Vitalius, who you might recognize from Vitalius Real Estate Group owner, and also Erin Cooper-Writer, who is here, another partner with NewHeight Group. Britt, explain your involvement and maybe bring Erin in on the mix and how you guys have been working together.
Yeah, well, Vitalius Real Estate Group has been really excited to be representing this project. It's the second project for the NewHeight Group, and the NewHeight Group has just established this reputation for top shelf quality and attention to detail that really separates their projects from the other things going on in Portland. And they've done some particular things with this project, thinking about space, some shared amenities that are really unique. And unfortunately, it's been sold out for quite a while, but it's such a special project, I wanted to make sure we came here and got a tour today.
And so let's walk and talk, Erin, and maybe you can explain a little bit of the detail and thought that went in.
Sure, I'd love to
show
you the building.
Yeah, great, let's go. How many condos are in here?
24. So we have 6 on the first 2 levels and 5 on the next 2 levels and 2 on the top. So this is unit 306. Whoops, we're on the 3rd floor. We gave our buyers a package to choose from, so they got to choose the full. Some of the smaller units had a choice of package A, B, or C, and the larger units like this one had more choices of finishes. So this is a 10.5-foot ceiling. These are 7-foot tall windows. These are triple glazed windows, and we carefully chose those windows not only for the light factor, but also for the sound dampening.
I was going to say, we're here, I'm Franklin, I can't hear.
Right.
I mean, a little bit.
That was an important consideration when you're building a building right on Franklin Street.
We've got high ceilings, a gym, covered parking, thoughtful sound, and a roof deck.
Yeah, so do you want to go see the roof deck?
Absolutely. So nice.
It seems infinitely more pleasant to be up in the air looking at this view, but surrounded by greenery and not black rolled roofing.
The green roof has a couple of functions. It reduces our heat island effect. This is sort of our contribution to not overheating in the city. And it also helps with our stormwater runoff. It absorbs the rain as it comes down.
Good work. Nice job.
Thanks.
Yeah, lucky you, right?
Great.
Our travels this week also took us to the East Bayside community here in Portland, where we got to tour and visit Urban Farm Fermentory.
And they have been growing so vastly over the past 5 years. They serve mead, kombucha, and incredible ciders, both sweet and dry. They have a great selection. Meet Eli.
We are right now at the Urban Farm Fermentory, East Bayside, Portland, Maine. The vibe we're going for here is kind of urban apothecary in a lot of ways. Obviously focused very much on fermentation and gardening or farming and foraging. I want people to walk through the doors and feel like they've come into the herb garden where the medicines sort of end up and really are able to look at the board behind me and see all of the options that are available for beverages that they can either drink by themselves or combine with other ones to come up with that perfect thing for themselves.
How many beers do you have on tap?
We always carry about 5 beers, so we can offer a full flight. The brewery is a nano brewery, so 5 keeps us pretty busy. All of the malts are local, so it's Maine-grown wheat and Maine-grown barley, all malted at Blue Ox Malt House, which is a small local malt house in Maine. And then all of the herbs are locally foraged by us.
I like it. Cheers.
I guess the reason I'm passionate is over the course of my life, I've kind of developed this interest in exploring ways to increase well-being, trying to culturally enhance the community around us. And a simple way to do that is to make beverages that are actually good for you. They got to be tasty, but if they're helping your body out in a way that even if you're not aware of it, it's still making you better off, which by extension, in theory, should be better for everyone around you. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Commenting on the events that we do, like this green drinks that we're doing tonight, I mean, we're looking at a few hundred people jammed into our parking lot, in our halls, serving beers, and hopefully learning a little bit more about what we're doing, learning about some of what our friends are doing, like the other breweries, and just kind of getting a better appreciation for what's happening here in Portland.
A cause near and dear to my heart, the Center for Grieving Children hosted their 15th annual golf tournament at Perputic in Cape Elizabeth, raising over $70,000 to help the families and children that they serve for free deal with sudden loss and grief. Learn a little bit more about the center and how you can get involved.
This is the Swing for the Center, which is an annual golf tournament to help support their Center for Grieving Children. It's really a celebration of Paul Gray, who is a great supporter of the center, worked for Maine Health for many, many years, and his family has allowed us to use his memory to help support the work of the Center for Grieving Children. And we've got 30 teams out there on the course right now, swinging and hitting the ball and having fun.
It's a fun day, and I think that's an important piece of it. And also we have a lot of very loyal people who come back year after year. So actually this year we're pretty nostalgic, being our 30th anniversary and our 15th golf tournament. And so looking back at how sustained people have been in supporting the vision of the center is just so heartwarming.
I came to the center 14 years ago when my wife Amy died very suddenly. My girls were very young. They were 2.5 and 4, and you can imagine it was a pretty hard time for us. So the girls and I went to peer support groups for 5 years. Every Thursday night we went, and it made an enormous difference in our lives. I like to say, and it's true, that the center really saved my family. Since then, I volunteered for the center in various roles, as have my daughters. And currently I'm on the board of directors, and this year I'm the president of the board of directors. And I'll do anything I can to support this great organization.
The center, without community support, would not be able to survive. I mean, our services are free to the community, and without events, without individual donors, United Way is a great supporter of our work. And it's important that we do not receive any state or federal funding. So all of this is generated by the community here in Maine.
I'm a family physician, and often people get bad news about serious illnesses or death through their physician, so I talk with a lot of my folks about it from time to time. It's not something that culturally we're really well trained to handle, grief and loss, but it affects all of us. When my wife died, I was vaguely familiar with the Center for Grieving Children, but I never thought I would have any need for its services. Well, that was completely wrong. The center is a wonderful organization. We provide free services. The demand is very high and getting higher. So if people can find it in their hearts to help their friends and their families go through loss like this, it's going to come around and help them someday.
From the bottom of my heart, I know this, in speaking with the families and in hearing from the volunteers, the magic that happens for families when they attend the center. I don't know how I can say it enough. I mean, other than give people hugs. I mean, it's really and truly, that's how much I feel for the people who support the organization. It is just tremendous.
Hugs!
As a credit union, we're cooperative, and we have that very nature built into us as to work together and kind of come up with solutions, and it's a people helping people philosophy. And so I think if we have more chance to share more stories of the various organizations out there that you're putting on your show, it's a greater opportunity to other people to jump in and help them expand their cause and do greater and bigger things in our communities.
Welcome back. I'm Jess Knox, your host of Game Changers. I'm here today with the Dean of the University of Maine School of Law, Danielle Conway. Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell our viewers a little bit about the work you're doing at the law school.
The law school, we're becoming more prominent in the community. We are reaching into areas that we haven't necessarily reached into before. We are trying to demonstrate to the community that we are a law school for the entire state, and so everything is centered on that mission.
Well, you know, full disclosure, I'm an alum, so I'm proud of that work, obviously. But you're doing more work as well to sort of get the school sort of into the community more. How does the work that the law school does and the students, and the work that they do, how does that build community, you think?
So the first thing to build community is to know what role we play. We are the public and only law school in the state of Maine. More than that though, we need citizens and residents in Maine to adopt us as that. They need to know that we are here to serve them.
So what are the most recent programs and initiatives that you've been working on?
We're very excited. Tomorrow we are going to roll out our non-degree certificate in regulatory compliance. This is for professionals who don't have the time to invest in a 3-year JD degree, but who want to know about the recent updates in the compliance and regulatory industry. One of our platinum sponsors is UNO, as well as MYRTAC and the University of Southern Maine. So we're really excited about this opportunity.
Seems like a great addition to the community.
Thank you.
If you could have any wish, if you had your magic wand, I'm sure there's a couple that you might have, but what's the one moonshot that you wish that you think you could have?
So my moonshot would be that every citizen and every resident in Maine knows the importance of the rule of law, and then also knows that the University of Maine School of Law is here to promote it and to serve them.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so very much, Jess.
That was pretty funny.
Let's do that.
Hey everyone, in this week's Maine Today Minute, here are more ideas to get you out and about this fall. One of our favorites. You still have time to sign up for the North American Wife Carrying Championship, or you can just watch this Saturday at Sunday River when men haul their ladies over their shoulders through an obstacle course with log hurdles, sand traps, and a water hazard. The winning team, though, takes home the women's weight in beer and 5 times her weight in cash, and will get a chance to compete in the World Championship in Finland. But if you're looking for a road trip destination instead, why not look to one of Maine's more tucked away breweries? Along with some leaf peeping, you can even tack on an activity like climbing Tumbledown Mountain and then heading to Tumbledown Brewing, or hiking through Camden Hills State Park and then stopping by Rock Harbor Brewing. If you prefer to stay in the car though, you can weave your way through Maine's western mountains before hitting up Norway Brewing Company. Try the Oatmeal Stout, Mr. Grumpy Pants. For more on our awesome Maine breweries and fall ideas, head to mainetoday.com.
And before we leave you today, we have one final song from songwriter Clara Junken. Thanks for watching MaineLife.
We'll see you next week.
Stay just above, treading, baby, treading waters over my head. As I rise, I feel the tide subside, and I stay just above. One more time, I know that I'll be fine. Beautiful waters are dark and deep. The older I get, I know what that means. Stay just above. Stay just above. Stay just above.